The law is the law, and the law is the law. I was here for my memo bibi akwaba and for Brabega TV and platform way as well. And Chay Bia, and I say, I think say early this week, and I say, Mammy get through Torkonoo Anaba Aseki Araba. Yeah, the suspended Chief Justice has been finally removed from the office. Now, we shall for news by dear. I am mixed feelings. Enkofo chirima NDC set president bia in the government and as MPP aban eba dachi bia 20 50 55 amonso the omu chief justice ebeba. Na we na nkofo ka say na say we die Mami Torkonoo even street boy ya yenimi mrakwa ni say mami we obrichi Ghana constitution no by the behavior any nima bi oyeye abushafo ensem waka de nyasem keto na one NDC awosanye MP boss Yera Godwin Edudzi Tamaklo MP National Petroleum Authority ono no ye CEO yenti ensem odi tudwa ewo Kwame Nkrumah the show ni so Kwame Nkrumah tikese okay FM yenti ensem ye come beto so
Godwin Edudzi Tamaklo woye CEO Emma National Petroleum Authority MP na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo sa ye director legal edema NDC amanyuko no lo me moache
Onunyan for ticket and a prime chawo a chawo chipuna.
dabako de
Obo the other Roma, boss, obo the other Roma.
maba wuncha no pay ya anopay na mehwe akotia by election ekoye na normally no say akoye tradition or norm or whatever that we can call it says nya obade to nsafre bi sitting MP normally no ebon se bi ada no ebe yiri wo mo ayade ba but ye kan yes oh asi say de ehumobro abato betimi akoso sympathy vote na ye de yewura dwonkuma yenua dwonkuma de be example dweso ye de ye ne ankase yenua baso abe example ewo eye kumawu ye de infantiman MP a ono so amimfo bi eko je ne nkwa efini nsam infantiman enso be ye examples on the edoso bebre the see wa kwatie have we entered a new dawn of politics whereby sympathy issues no any factor ebra mine echo by election
Yo, Brad Kwame, once again, better was Brad Kwame, and Opabia, will my dear Yana me,
debut
me bomb pie ma Ghana.
Okay,
Businessmen or my moha. I didn't hear Yana me bomb pie my businessmen or my mohan and in the Brad Kwame, 7. And that's enough. And then be two businessmen be and Crawford. Would depend on him by way of salaries and others would always be affected. Now, said you are buying pressure in a barbeda are buying so. Look at the number of jobs just two individuals from young for Kwame despite any Dr. Sapon Ghana for. Into the BIA to Judicial, my empire and more. Na empire more thing at the ma or man penny John Dramani Mahama. Chidian Ponyankopon ebe kano or the minister, the ministers, and the vice. Some young the Biarada na Omodia 2 and more. Kwame, that said, lose and ra, Papa Echo of Uncle Pokra inspect the progress of worker Koso. That's the beauty of our democracy.
Yeah.
Governance is continuing. Sebio, that particular road connects two of our most populous cities, Kumasi and Accra. Nyame adom contract na my June 2026. Say obibi. Yeah, because we bompire my contract no. Say obetimi na wama enyomo ayemre. Ediama tima mufo nyina. We say President Mahama nso aka say one of the things of person live as a legacy is that the road from Accra to Kumasi will be dualized. In recent times, which means say accident in BSC are taking a lot of lives on the Accra Kumasi road. Now the curious thing is that almost all the accidents were head-on collision.
Oh,
yes. Second, any another car ebenya impulimpu. And see what it tells us, Mr. Nyame Adom, na it's near the dual carriage now. That alone will contribute significantly to the reduction in road accidents. My Union also a bompire, Emma Omampeni Dramani, and the minister for Sa de Edana Kumas no Betnaya Amagana. But that said,
Anna and son of the corner. My observer DB after his excellency John Dramani Mahama. This time no, as a casano was formed by the action no a dozen. Nano mete mini health ministry edi nkomo ha. Mete no na yes scar nurses trainees for ni no school fees no ya slashing by 50%. Mete no na yes nipa be 7,000. One more enya clearance ya rolling on into
Kasa Accra over 13,500 or so nurses and the actual government payroll, among many other things within the period that can one say within this period a buying expenditure is over 114 billion cities in the past 8 months.
And na mokana ebi before na kan say na chese mo ba two ska
yeah to know he
what was it kamunya ka was 8 months no kadi na ma ya munya ska ye
engineering we kekena aja ya timi ya den e manage enioma engineering we ya timi dia manage enioma nothing more say black kwami overback show ye betu sika bebre na ye hudi ye betimi dia and anyway I met me aka black kwami
ana akwara be na ha wono foforo aba na
oh black kwami I sent on we beside you
ana person oye interview ni bi
what is any of interview but the American say the moderator Barbara Kwame Nkata
mate pa eti afa ye to aso no na wo ka bibi enam de we bi twam
inti wo hwe ya Ghana the history on by elections and then Okaya 2001 it became as enya job be international job into onyasa international job no they go by and then say on resigning as MP for Bimbila. I think Senan Eddie Dominic Nitu Eddie Bar your politics okay. Okay, sir, incident no.
Ane.
Into your course by election no you lose in Eddie Dominic Nitu. I think that time no a PhD or something. In a NDC for Ecofano and the rest they say is history. What it tells you is that basically all you have to do is to manage the expectation of the populace. Now, Maka, we are here, one of the things that I think that we should all focus on, particularly with regards to Akwitia. Sebi. Akutia empiano also. Me aminua NS Kumi. May he still rest in peace. No, you'll be an minimum of make me a catch or madam. Because no sour law school, you know. We were quite close. Maybe we were out, me friend, me share ideas. Me share Yankopon Atomisa, a friend at a relatively young age. So much promise. Na the SI me akran and it's a black woman. When we say Ghana Law School, results na abano for the new lawyers no. When we say Okahubi.
Oh.
We say Okahubi. Nanka ideally October he should be called to the bar.
Wow.
Ideally he should be called to the bar. Sometimes I pray that there will be a possibility that he can be called posthumously.
I want to be an sound.
With that view, one will say the call to the bar is impersonal. You have to be there. That's the painful aspect.
Oh,
at
okay.
least, so that at least in a macro bit, who say, our father was once a lawyer. That alone is the way. But I'm sure the people out there will know what to do. But you see, by election, okay, call primaries. MPP for decided call primaries. Nti omuchu si Kwame Ifemedu se ono no nkoye candidate no ema omo. Right, Kwame, ye dynamics, ye some quick analysis on the ground. We say no. Let's rather go for the primaries. Primaries no will give us an idea internally what the preference of the people were or their preferences. And once again, Bernard Bediako, a few by as a candidate. Na my say, Oshe Anamontua party no take here immediately after the primaries. Na kwe say, which me wakami be a yaba party immediately. National executive, regional executive, every all the parties who participated in the primaries, and those who were aggrieved, Obia put the sword down. It's the echo by and say, we have to do everything that we have to do in our powers to ensure that victory now ever. Victory now ever. It was not a victory as in like taking the people for granted. Derby. We went to them. The Kai Ominam for Julo Degra Ekoye. The national chairman on the Yami friend electionist.
Nano, me asema. Was it me friend? No, so what for now? Was it? I mean, I'm quite so called Aquatia. I na me kwayama. Bibi away. Enti ukwada na me ni betena kam me fa private cam ni betena Aquatia kam nam de na bank na me ba ya nam de na breba me say babe fancy gunu so no won se
Okoye for almost 1 week. Na Oshe Honum underground movement. And Abra Kwame, let's say, Ayena say, Assembly I think Sema and Sibibu. Oshe Niaminia and as me, Nebuchia for SME, a personal invitation, Edema Yamanuku, over his 1 week. Then they call 1 week now. Na ye do honor, ye nuanom MPP for etu anamon bia sebi na nye kura. Kwame, Potoka Zambia say death brings finality to everything. It's now share primary class episode obi wa yenka no nsembone ne kaso. Whatever it is, Oshaya Yemianom MPP for at the day at a point even at the risk of even assaulting some of our national officers. I think say you after 32 years of this democracy, there should be some bottom line issues where we can all manage it, no matter how the pain or what have you. Sebi black woman recently, as I'm crazy, or you can see a 2 years. Mekai, the learned friend, that's Kudia, MPP General Secretary, Utwanamo Epa, with a strong team from the MPP headquarters to come and wish mechanism, the NDC and all of those. A NDC MPP, it will be here for many, many, many years to come. So whatever we do, Yankai say we are one people, black one. And at the end of the day, the primaries now the by-election are producing an outcome HSA and candidate lawyer Bernard Bediako we need with 54% of the vote, amounting to a little over 18,000 votes. Black one.
Now, Mami Musadie, what story does this tell? Isan says nipa na yesi sympathy votes no a factor ebra saade esie nipa no ahwere ne nkwan ya aha na entimi akoba no san. What story does it tell?
With the exception of Asin North,
So Asin North kwade no obi nwui.
No, and in terms of by-election,
Okay,
with the exception of Asin North, and repeat by-election bar, the Ekobanani said the people would have known who the president is. But what I said, the people would have known who the president is. And once they know who the president is, in swing constituency like Akwetia, and yet a traditional stronghold of any of the parties, because also political parties we need, now we are winning, now we are 2 times, now we are back. So it's a constituency that alternates. But what I said, basically the dynamics is a bit fluid when you look at a constituency like that, and mostly the people would also be looking for development. And I will share Akwitianswa, the majority of the people who voted, will share almost age bracket. They fall within the youthful bracket. What I say, and for us, for young people, and young PIA normal pen any in control, personal growth, the growth of their community, jobs. Into almost they are most likely going to align with the government in place or the party associated with the government in place. It will share the demographics, now share the age bracket and the vote now. And mostly young people, no black women. The issue is me yawome to MPP me yawome to NDC they are most likely
Sadia no efedi away on.
yes, because also even the 2024 election result now sebi black women, the issue of people's personal growth was completely demystified. Black women curiously, and back to 2024, when we say there are 7 regions of this country out of 60, in these 7 regions now, Dr. Bamia as the sitting vice president and the candidate of the MPP, even one constituency when we need.
I know the say a voter apathy na before na omo ankasa supporters ni mutena man bansa.
No. So if you na to party mu a didn't know one got aba. Say, Yawa to Muide, I say your umbilical cord is attached to the party. Yes, sir. If you are no plus or minus, you still go and vote. And
yeah.
You see, Black Kwame, one of the things I always say at a personal level, and then they say, I shouldn't get to the point where I believe my own lies. Black Kwame, what am I saying?
Me too, pa.
I shouldn't get to the point where, and through Miami Dino, I'm now beginning to believe my own lies. I will plead with my friends in the MPP to pick the 2024 election results and its outcome and do a deeper introspection of the election results and its
but almost way, it won't reflect in 2028.
Oh, Kwame, we share your election cycle. Anytime the election results goes beyond 1 point something million, it is almost impossible to recover in the next election cycle. Look at the historical antecedent. It's almost impossible to recover. And where, for instance, the vote difference is over 1.7 million votes, to recover all that 1.7 million within the next election cycle and overturn it is statistically the historical data does not support it. In 2016, Omar Penny President Mahama Edudzi election to another than Kwekufuado. Your next way, at 44%. Your next way, we were only able to move to 47%. We were only able to do a moderate 3% improvement until the next election cycle. And it has to take the MPP government to so underperform in terms of its deliverables and see it may overtake you or more. What it tells you, is if the government in place is a high performer, to say the Union for President Mahama a year, the odds become even bigger. Anybody can disagree with me, which is fair. But also the historical data, it proves this. Recovering a 1-point-something million gap in the next election cycle, the statistical possibility of it is almost zero. But look, I'm a politician. I have no doubt in my mind. Say, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he knows what he's doing. It's a gamble. That with the age...
It's a gamble like what?
Yes. He had come to the conclusion that with the age on his side, right, if it gets repeated, if it gets repeated over a period of time, maybe there will be a possibility, say, Ghana for Behune. Because you see, that's the narrative that was used with President Nana Kwekufuado. So as I say, that, by 2016, Ghana for Behune. And so, look, we know
but looking at these statistical narrative, say, now Dr. Brian Champon, analysis be say, all the Zongos in Ghana did not vote for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, according
with
to
the exception of
Efutu. And then seven regions said the Okaye, Oba Accra, Behe data no crasa Accra no, Wama Luswa, Kunya Be 3 Central 4, and Omnia the idea. So what will be the magic wonder? A bit changing.
And more importantly, is the same candidate. Now, one who say,
Baby, you will be underperforming as government, and no, that
so
will
that is,
spell.
so I'm coming there.
Okay.
We should not only underperform. The performance should be abysmal.
Okay.
It is so for now till 2028 of Anko Kwai Yabeshan ye. So that from Kaswa to Winneba, ye. What I say, from Tema to Dowenya, ye. That kind of underperformance is what would annoy the voter to do a 360 degrees. But say Oman Penny Abba, sebi, we cannot claim perfection. But only people who say there's a genuine effort on the part of the government to perform. National Health Insurance claims, which are District Assembly Common Fund arrears, which are so and so, why? In those kind of situations, you see, the voter is a rational person and very reasonable. They look at their own life. They look at government genuine efforts and come to the conclusion, say, Papa, or born body. Yes, any 100%. But what me who say there is genuine effort on his part to make progress, to make some differences. So the rational voter looks at all those dynamics. You know what I say? Road minister can say NPBI in every constituency and every 8 kilometers or something road to be fixed in your respective constituencies. People can see genuine efforts. Projects our predecessor started here. Over here, you've not abandoned them. You are doing it. Nana Dodan Kwekupado was starting Agenda 111. Over here, they can see genuine effort on your part, at least to complete them. So that look, I always say this, and I'm sad I have to say this. Look at the time I started the military hospital in Afari. 8 years is the hospital in use.
Baby, but how much you can crazy?
Black Kwame, any DM. Yenya $93 million ediko to Torkonoo. Original politically, yenya $93 million ediko to Torkonoo. Sebi, onipa na order this cathedral the editor na nado down kwekupado. Etimno within abro. Within abro papa. Brahwame, Sebio. Sorry, yeah. You're getting me. But Oko, I give you for Christopher, and then now your opinion poll, and now will be sir, I give you for my Muhammad. Say, building a cathedral was it a priority for you? I have no doubt in my mind that overwhelming majority will say no. When you're doing here, Oko Church of Pentecost with the motto possessing the nation. Every corner you see a cell or a Church of Pentecost building. Presbyterian, corner you see a Presby church. Methodist, you see that one there. Catholic for ube woman sorry down baby. Inti say National Cathedral was their priority. No. Until when they wake up one morning to realize that the foundational issues had cost us $93 million. It's a $97 million. So, a bet omakuma. Brakwame. So, and look, Brakwame, I have no doubt in my mind. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. Sebi. On your political novice, 16 years as opposition, that's from 2008 to 2016, with Nanado in opposition. 2017 to 2024. So, for the past 16 years in the life of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has become a prominent feature. But you see, politically, the game plan, that Kwame, was a very simple one. Keep charge of the NPP. And I listened to him the day I opened in a nomination and I was submitting a nomination. Or say, the 2026 January MPP primary, presidential primary, is about the soul of the MPP.
One can't ask me.
Dr. Bamia, the video is there.
It's about the soul of the MPP.
Yes, it's not about winning the 2028 election. It's about control.
Ah.
So that's it. So as far as he is concerned, Bamia, for whatever is worth, is a smart person. Could be a PhD here. And with the benefit of time, we're very politically astute. So that's it. So he understands the numbers game. He understands the dynamics. He knows what to do to overturn a 1.7 million deficit. He knows it. And it is clear to him, even from the historical data, to overturning that kind of 1.7 million vote difference in another election year cycle is almost statistically impossible. Look, Emra President Mahama, 2016, almost losing with 1 million votes. The next election cycle, we close it by only 500,000. So high. Until the next election cycle. So Dr. Bawumia had come to the position and no, at this point, what he needs is to be in charge of the NPP as a political party. And in fact, that is what is fueling this bottom-up approach control. So by 2026, once he takes charge of the NPP as a political party, he will be in charge. You will be in charge. Sebi Obiawo NPP Bia can say from 1992, no political party has ever done presidential primary before electing branch executives. No political party has ever done it.
Now,
nowhere, whether in Europe or where.
Black
Kwame, so there was a social science. In social research, you start from the known to the unknown.
Yes.
Even when you want to be innovative, you still want to build on PhD thesis. So, who have an abstract first? And what PhD thesis are? So, when you thesis topic and whatever, we abstract, and so why we are human, and who conclude and so have abstract, no. So, why a master's? Who you Enfield thesis, who you conclusion answer, what be we know.
Because the executive summary, no, and you're trying to last, but I know not a You know, so ubia
at the beginning.
at the beginning, yeah.
Because what it does is to summarize everything.
Exactly.
But where in this case, a major political party, the Rocha Party, Ajeni Mbuatin Party, Dambo Chenumu Party, it will be the conclusion, say, for the first time in 32 years, ye a presidential candidate before electing branch executive. And you see, to be another dream, say, it will protect Bamia from the internal dissent. But you see, immediately you elect a presidential candidate, presidential primaries, Obia will align with the presidential candidate. And it will Nipano Kra underperforming MP Krana. The Oben and Amachi will be honest, so I'm the candidate of the presidential candidate here, Dr. Baumia. And that will further divide the party. At the regional level, Obia Omonenam Omeka way, or you can Japan Nipa. If you are not crowned a bit, my party, Jumano, constituency, national, the same thing. And it will be there, it will be, we say, the very division now you are trying to cure, no, you rather deepen it. But I wish them well.
Law, my memory deal with the removal of Justice Torkonoo.
Yes.
Na nsɛm baako a na mpɛ sɛ mene wodi ho nkɔmmɔ paa article 146 no deɛ yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ na sɛ wosan bɛhwɛ article 125 no 1253 of the constitution na adeɛ bi wɔ ha wɔ se the judicial power of Ghana shall be vested in the judiciary. Accordingly, neither the president nor parliament nor any organ or agency of the president or parliament shall have or be given final judicial power. Na ayi yehu say president no performing quasi judicial activity in removing the chief justice no per the article 146 no. As a lawyer, officer of the court, who combine with me and Ubumwa, can't say.
Okay. First of all, Bakwami, all the tasks performed by the president, none of them is judicial.
Okay.
None of the tasks performed under Article 146 is judicial.
But you can say a quasi judicial activity.
No.
Okay.
No. Not at all. In fact, the only thing that comes close to quasi judicial is the issue of the committee so established. And the work of that committee is a sui generis work. You can't sui generis as Ronko. Into Oshaya from the beginning of this constitutional arrangement. Ediba, the removal of Okaya Mampeni, John Dramani Mahama, A. Mamia, a friend of Vivian Lamptey. Shrad boss, okay. Nyaminia, Richard Nyama, MPP, Nipa, at the petition, Ekoma, President Mahama, that time, 2015 Honum, the Vivian Lamptey, Obey Shrad boss now on Tna, Emil Short, Bangalore, Okotna Hotel, and brought issues of stated misbehavior against her. Omampeni at the Echo Mami Georgina Wood or Emran and Saka petition. No, Georgina Wood at the Eniabua committee, 5 members, Eniabua, Mariama Osu, Anthony Benning, and 2 others. Making the recommendation for the removal of Vivian Lamptey. Before that, President Mahama is suspended. No. So Abako Sema no. And what is happening now is not new. The same Article 146 and President Mahama using in the removal of Vivian Loretta Lamptey. It's the same Article 146. It's the same Article 146 in Unmian for Yaya Papa President Mahama. Using in this. Namnado Dankwe Kufado. you see the same Article 146, Eddie, Mame Charlotte say, and the other two commissioners. Now, Kwame, and when I send me woman crown and they say, Emra, President Anadu Dankwe Gubado, yes, say, obey ye, Mame Charlotte say, no. Okay, the prima facie determination, do you know who made that determination? Mame Soprakufu, then Chief Justice. I've been hearing her speak on this issue, and I'm really surprised that she's speaking in the manner in which she's doing.
Why?
Being somebody who had used Article 146 before.
Raise a point be matters the judicial for be raise the point be say. Assembled by in 2023. Na se obetu kwan wo be ye bibia ade a wo de be kono judicial council no e na edisika no amano eti se ne nim se mo de mano judicial service ne ni se mo de sika no mano a mo de amano hwan na eye mfomso no in the first place.
Bra Kwame. So a policy. Sa policy no obeto ye. Policy no can say who to kwanya only wukunu any like who spouse it's me to kwanya. What I say? But it should be for ABCD reason. Say official, it should be ABCD. And you know, me yes, I'm man. Yeah. And I brought Kwame. Make as a mean so. The Chief Justice of this Republic, want to say be an MPAC and a minister. We are only Caesar, Julius Caesar. You can't say we are Caesar area. We should be above reproach and suspicion. Imagine say, say, area. You are not an ordinary person.
Ohini mama keka ne maybe kwe womu. Ohini yire enia dansie.
No correct. Because you know why?
Baby.
Because under cross-examination, somebody may ask you a question that will embarrass the king. That's the public policy reason.
Oh, okay.
And so the public policy reason can say even justices are not allowed to testify. Because if Bianoa could be son of question, it will undermine the administration of justice. So there's a strong policy reason. If you may assemble court grania, the Bema registrar and I testify as to what happened. Judge Nankasandi Darby, for obvious reasons, is the same as the wife of Caesar. So the popular saying is that Caesar's wife must be above reproach. Okay, Julius Caesar, Mark Antony.
Yeah, Mark Antony.
Any Cleopatra.
Yeah, Cleopatra. Yeah, Mark Antony. Oh, yeah.
The whole view said Caesar's wife, Cleopatra, was having something to do with Mark Antony. It's not good enough.
Ayi mekai Julius Caesar muna ebra sa mutiny no bae no na the conspirators na they abana no mko hu akwa bi onam say you are one of the what is your name? No, so I'm called Casca.
Yeah.
And one say okay, say Casca so no according to Shakespeare no say Casca is a me man and suddenly he listens to music. And one go share after the meeting one go share another Casca. No, say I'm not Casca the conspirator. I'm Casca the prophet. One say tell him up for his bad verses.
Casca the conspirator. I'm gonna bore mine. But back to the issue. Matisa, her ladyship, the Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, a member of the Council of State, and making some pronouncements and others.
Was it sad no crana abana? If indeed a happy and yes so grievous to say a warranted her removal.
what you can glean from what her ladyship, the former Chief Justice, a member of Council of State, Akananani said, she herself admits that something wrong happened. She's not saying it didn't happen. She's only saying it is not grievous enough. That for me is like a confession statement. I say why would you to so wa form? But the okay in so a form now wa form no and so enough to warrant the removal. I think that statement alone even concludes the work of the committee. I will say no more.
I see. Now, I'm for so can say. And young one was a committee report in the buy na adia chinya na bra Kwame Dramani was Antonia Quay.
No, sir, President Mahama, the way our constitution I know. Okaya, a Mra for Edudzi for the petition of the bread Pontius Pilate, a party inquiry to Christ. Pontius Pilate not all the choice, an option. The Joy and then say, or can see and find units and number not all rolling. So, okay. Unfortunately, the 1992 Constitution does not give the president that discretion. We need that discretion. That is bound by the recommendation of the committee.
I see. Now, they say Matisse was see the AU court, no? Edina some man say, near maybe wa, entimi and to turn a quem. Minister, what's it? And also issue now.
Rakwame, but a lawyer for us in your friend, almost a brutal woman.
And they say,
brutal woman. Yapon.
Omudi Jesus buy na o matro ni tiri se Yuda for hini no say en tro se Yuda for hini tro se wey e na wo se Yuda for hini afi ohine say what is written is written.
It is written.
No mate mame na wase pa na ayi da be na adem beko bra hon makochia no se dem nim se
program na
Mate pa. Bye.
Yes, enti that is it. Oya hu hwe nye ye. Ade a get through Torkonoo aye na okuruma no. Se ye ka kire wa. Maami get through Torkonoo. Subeya waden di okuruma. Ye ka kire wa. Enti meti so MPP ni biti baby defend maami we ya medwen ho menti ase. Maami we e demonstrate ye to the level a ordinary to ekohwe Yura president. Then time no nye president, no your opposition leader. John Mahama ordinary to say and na John Mahama. Ediem bon no dia here. Just because of the Kufado appointed as the Chief Justice. And you know, former president they say Mukui. Asante for terms na Mukui. You see, sometimes mama enkan koro kakra. Chief Justice wait so and a normal Ghanaian. Street boy, it me predict sa sem kokota otumika sa sem with the bit me aye ebia say 0. Chief Justice ni na judges ni na beko one side. One side shoulder, one side shoulder, one side shoulder. What you say? Na beko one side. That you say ba bidie enye de be hwe. What is so as Chief Justice no? And I need me yeden e determine yetimi eyeden yetimi edi asem no court enso yetimi kasa asem di hay ne beko akosi yetimi predict senka ye be tanka nkofo bedi bibio okroma na no musa dan kwa mi hu ne post bi o kire mu a boys ni see on chase emfa us don't predict bet wins and also no de nyina dwuma no sa musa dan kwa papa no ka no kwaro obi ankasa abi obɛhyɛ ase eba san so awo sell credibility ade onim nya de na wa specialize do akɔ anim abusuafo no kwase me wom ni say MPP as a political party no omo bae no omo be say bibia nyankopon ko a nke judicial system na nkofo ni gidi wo to the extent afenyo marking sorry edi petition ekoko anopa no mo asset committee ewia no mo atena so enwe na judgment aba mo hu sa ade na mo hu sa ade no manti enti moto no mwe nyina akoso ene ye kasa na nkofo the law is the law yes ye by BC na nanu mehwe o man hina santini obi hypocrisy eni bi ko omo analyze things I see say mahama ye boni. And sometimes when I sit down and realize all these things I na eyemeya say nipa nka no kware muni ndi akoso okroma over the past 8 years the judicial system enema nkoyi things were not right ene maame na kwatena fia moto no na mo san yi didi sebi chawadwo comment section ma hanom ehia number 1 authentic platform Mega TV nti maame Gertrude Anaba Seki Torkonoo de opompeo ti se ya sake no so obekọ wa so obekọ UK court so obekọ African Union so obekọ hifon na bi obekọ bia no maame no he is now a removed Chief Justice. And do you know what? According to lawyer Frimpong Anochi, the historian, Maame Torkonoo lose 22 years of the pension sika. In fact, so Tanasia only sika bill because the case is a criminal case. The lawyer will follow say one will follow the call a petition no. Our mujina so the no. A criminal case. In the end, some maame no ebesi nya say sika na back. That is all. Chawadwo comment section in my crowd. Bye bye.